Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings El Al Israel Airlines Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their commemorative Jerusalem of Gold livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from EasyToys.com and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular commemorative aircraft model, allow me to share you some information about the history of El Al Israel Airlines and how they came about and still operating strongly as we speak. El Al Israel Airlines is an Israeli-based airline that was founded on September 28, 1948, with its first inaugural flight from Geneva, Switzerland to Tel Aviv, Israel, as the airline was officially incorporated and became the national flag carrier airline for the country of Israel on November 15, 1948. Whereas the headquarters of El Al Israel Airlines, along with its main hub and base of operations, are located on the grounds of Ben Gurion International Airport Complex, which is located approximately 12 miles southeast of Tel Aviv, Israel, that's located in the Israeli Central District section that lies near the town of Lod. As of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, El Al Israel Airlines currently flies to 51 destinations worldwide across 4 inhabited continents, which includes North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia, with an operating fleet of 45 aircraft, which includes 15 Boeing 787s, in which 3 of those are the Boeing 787-8s, and the remaining 12 are the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners, including these you're looking at here. And in addition to the 45 aircraft that are currently operating in El Al's fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 4 more aircraft that includes 2 more Boeing 787-8s, and those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery at the time of this video review post. Also, as of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, El Al Israel Airlines is currently one of 150 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Since there's no Boeing customer code with that, so we can get on with that part. But now we're going to look at the front of the box here, and what you're looking at is the aircraft type here, the Ally title right there, the Israeli flag, the 3 versions right there. That one's for San Francisco when they launched service to San Francisco. The regular livery scheme, I passed on that one because I already got that one from Gemini Jets. I did a review on that one. You ought to go check that out. But this one right here, the Jerusalem of Gold livery scheme, that's the one I'm going to do the review on. And then there's the Star David decal, the airline's logo right there. I'll get into that momentarily as well. Then you see the Boeing official license product decal, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see is the El Al billboard title, the Israeli flag, the aircraft type, the specifications, the warning information. You see the width and the length of the aircraft. You see all the 3 different types of liveries you see there, as well as the JC Wings logo. You can pause and read that information if you like, which I find very informative, but at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this moving, all right? Now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the aircraft type, the Star David logo, the El Al title, as well as the Israeli flag you see there, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, pretty much the same information at the top of the box I showed you earlier on. However, you look at to the right over here, the 3 different versions, that one right there, that represents the San Francisco livery scheme. And then there's the regular livery scheme, which I passed on both of those. And then that's the Jerusalem of Gold livery scheme. That's the one I'm going to do the review on, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the bottom of the box. All right, now you're looking at the packaging, which consists of foam. You see here, that's all foam, which protects the model as well as the accessory that came with the model. So I'm gonna take that part of that foam packaging off and let you see what's in the actual packaging. Let's check it out. All right, after I took the top part of the packaging, which consists of foam out, this is what it looks like. This is what you're looking at, the actual aircraft model, the actual gears, the gear replacement doors inside that plastic bag, featuring the two little toothpicks for those gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned. I'll go into detail for the sole purpose of those gear replacement doors for this particular model, as well as the actual model stand that came with the model as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take all that out, and we're going to get on with the review, okay? All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of El Al Israel Airlines and how it came powerful, they are still operating strongly as we speak, plus all the details here at the front of the air box. Sorry about that, front of the box. Part of the information at the back of the box, as well as the foam packaging right there, as well as all the detail inside that packaging, including the model stand, the gears, the gear replacement doors. But with no further ado, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. All right, there it is, everyone. The JC Wings El Al Israel Airlines Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their commemorative Jerusalem of Gold livery scheme in 1/200 scale model. All right, allow me to share some information about the El Al Israel Airlines Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft and how it became part of their fleet, which is becoming a game changer for this Israeli-based airline, if you would please. El Al Israel Airlines officially became the 23rd carrier in the world of aviation that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as El Al Israel Airlines took delivery of its first of 12 Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners that the Tel Aviv-based airline had placed orders for back on October 29, 2015, and received their very first Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bear the registration ship number 4X-Echo Delta Alpha, at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Boeing 787 Everett Delivery Center facility, which is located in Everett, Washington, on August 22, 2017. And then made its actual debut on September 4, 2017, with a validation flight between Tel Aviv, Israel, and London Heathrow for flight certification purposes, which allowed the maintenance crews, the flight crews, as well as the ground staff personnel time to get familiar with the aircraft per se before the actual international flight launch. Then fast forward 8 days later, and that's when the Tel Aviv-based carrier's first inaugural international revenue service flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on September 12, 2017. And that's when El Al Israel Airlines officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Tel Aviv to London Heathrow route, replacing the Boeing 777-200ER that was previously utilized on this particular route, as the airline's entire fleet of Boeing 787, are currently based and operated out of the airline's main operating base hub at Ben Gurion International Airport in Tel Aviv, Israel, as this aircraft is destined to become the airline's official flagship jetliner for the Tel Aviv-based carrier, as all 12 of their Boeing 787-9s are fully operating in service at the time of this video review posting. This aircraft also became the aircraft that eventually replaced their aging iconic Boeing 747-400s, which was officially phased out of the airline's fleet on November 3, 2019, as well as their Asian Boeing 767-300ERs, which was officially phased out of the airline's fleet on February 5, 2019, respectively. All right, let's talk about the livery scheme you see on this commemorative livery scheme. This is the modern, updated livery scheme for El Al Israel's Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which is actually similar to the airline's current livery scheme, which was introduced in 1999. However, on September 6, 2019, El Al Israel Airlines, who also collaborated with Boeing, decided to unveil the airline's special commemorative livery design on their 12th Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number 4X-Ray-Echo Delta Mike, at the Boeing aircraft painting facility in Everett, Washington, prior to this aircraft being delivered to El Al Israel Airlines on September 17, 2019. As the name of the aircraft bears the special name, which is called Jerusalem Gold, which is actually named in honor after the Israeli capital city, as well as the 1967 song of the same name that was actually composed and written by the late songwriter and composer Naomi Shemer, who was born in 1930 and passed away in 2004. The commemorative Jerusalem of Gold livery scheme also features a lighter blue stripe along with a thick gold border instead of the usual silver one that begins at the bottom of the aircraft, that sweeps across the side of the aircraft near the wing, then disappears over the top of the aircraft, then reappears at the bottom of the tail fin. The El Al billboard title, as well as the Israeli national flag decal, was also painted in gold. That was also part of the special commemorative livery design, as this particular aircraft was the only aircraft in El Al's fleet that was actually painted in a special commemorative livery scheme. So, with all that information out of the way about this aircraft, as well as this special commemorative livery scheme you see on this aircraft, with no further ado, allow me to get down to the nitty-gritty and show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registered ship number on there, Echo Delta Mike. You see the pitot tubes and the static ports. You see the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, as well as the cockpit windows. Please stay tuned as I'll give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But right underneath the cockpit window and right next to the L1 door is the Jerusalem of Gold decal right here. And this particular aircraft was given this special name, Jerusalem of Gold, which is to pay tribute and honor to the Israeli capital city of Jerusalem, Israel, which is considered one of the oldest cities in the world, that's located approximately 37 miles east of Tel Aviv and the Mediterranean Sea, as well as the 1967 song of the same title name that was actually composed and written by the late songwriter and composer Naomi Shemer, who was born in 1930 and passed away in 2004, as the song actually describes the Jewish people's 2,000-year longing to return to Jerusalem. All right. And then you see the LI title you see here in gold, which is displayed gold in there. The name El Al actually comes from the Bible's book of Hosea, which actually means to the above, or poetically to the skies, as the El Al name is also inscribed in Hebrew as well. You see right there. And then you see the Israeli flag that sits next to the El Al title, which is this right here. And this flag decal represents the country where El Al Israel Airlines currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the country Israel. It's usually painted in blue, but this special commemorative livery scheme, I got it painted in gold, which I find very impressive. And you also see the gold cheat line. It's usually silver, but it's gold. Let y'all check that out. So it goes all the way back to the tail. Perfect. Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, the lower center of the aircraft underneath the wings, and what you're looking at is the outer landing bogey gears here, which features the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. And then you see these big massive engines right here, and these are the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 turbofan type engines that are used on this particular El Al Israel Airlines Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. You also see the Rolls-Royce logo also painted in gold on the engine column there as well. And then you see the engine cones right here, and then you see the sawtooth pattern. The sole purpose of that sawtooth pattern is for noise reduction and help improve fuel efficiency at the same time on this particular aircraft. But we're going to turn this aircraft model around. We're going to find out at the actual turbofan blades on this aircraft actually spin. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side, featuring the engine strikes/air deflectors there. Now we're going to find out if the turbofan blades do actually spin. Let's check it out. Yes, they do. Perfect. No problem there. And then you see the inboard landing light right there in the triangular pattern. You see 3 little dots right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, include the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, featuring the engine strike/air deflectors there as well. And now we're going to find out if the turbofan blades on these engines on this side here spins as well. Let's find out. Yes, they do. No problem there as well. Awesome. And then you see the inboard landing lights right there in the triangular pattern. Got 3 little dots right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, including the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, and what you're looking at now, you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radar nose cone, the nose gear door, the landing gear lights instead of the nose gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears, and then there's the pod escape hatch door. I'm going to show you at a better angle later on in the review, okay? All right, now you're looking at the curved Rake wingtip device on this side of the aircraft, featuring the red navigation light you see right there on the edge of the curved Rake wingtip device. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the AFT bolt bin door. But right under here is the Dreamliner decal you see right displayed there. That's also painted in gold as well. This particular state-of-the-art aircraft was officially given the name Dreamliner sometime back in July 2003 after a public naming competition was held for the 787, in which this aircraft was originally named, and was officially given the name of this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft, sometime in January 2005, as this particular decal can be visibly seen on most of the 787s that are currently flying today. All right, we stay at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right above the AFT bolt bin door is the Boeing 787-9 decal, which is this little decal right there. El Al Israel Airlines has now become one of 47 carriers in the world of aviation that's currently operating the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft into their fleet as of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting. All right, we still at the back of the aircraft on the port side, and what you're looking at right by the L4 rear door is the actual registration ship number for X-Ray-Echo Delta Mike, which is this right here. Registration ship number for X-Ray-Echo Delta Mike. This particular aircraft is the 12th and final Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft that actually entered the El Al fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on September 10, 2019, and was delivered to El Al Israel Airlines on September 17, 2019, as this particular aircraft was the only aircraft in El Al's fleet that was actually painted in the special commemorative Jerusalem of Gold livery scheme. All right, we stay at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and what you're looking at is the Boeing Proudly All Boeing decal, which is right next on the right side of the R4 rear entrance door right here. And this decal indicates that El Al Israel Airlines has been operating an all Boeing fleet since taking delivery of its first new Boeing aircraft in 1961, and still continues to operate an all Boeing fleet some 60 years later as of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. What you're looking at is the El Al Israel's Airlines logo that's displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, which is this right here. And the El Al logo that's displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft is actually a resemblance of the Blue Star of David, which is also known in Hebrew as the Shield of David, or Magen David. The logo also symbolizes the Israeli flag that's draped across the tail fin of the aircraft as well. That resembles the flag right there. It used to be in silver, but it's also in gold, which I find impressive. That's the Star of David that they're talking about right there. And then you see the strobe light right here between the APU exhaust hole and the horizontal stabilizer right there. And then there's the APU exhaust hole right there, as you can see there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is. Awesome. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard / right side. We're going to see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the information on the landing gear doors, Echo Delta Mike, see the pewter tubes, the static ports, the radar nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the pod escape hatch door, and then that's right there, That is Jerusalem in gold, inscripted in the Hebrew language. You see there. You see the Ally title right there, along with the Israeli flag painted in gold. The front cargo container loading door, as well as the blue and gold cheat line that spreads across the part of this aircraft you see there. All right, now you're looking at the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 turbofan type engines that are used on this particular aircraft. You see the Rolls-Royce decals also painted in gold. You see the engine cones right here, which is realistic and detailed, as well as the sawtooth patterns I mentioned for noise reduction and fuel efficiency at the same time. And then there's the landing bogey gears, includes the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gears. All right, now looking at the Rake wingtip device on this side of the aircraft, including the green navigation light you see displayed there on the edge of this Rake wingtip device. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the Dreamliner decal, the rear cargo container loading door, the Boeing 787-9 decal, the registration ship number, the Boeing, proudly all Boeing decal right here, as well as the airline's logo on the tail fin. The aircraft resembles the country's flag, as well as the Star of David. Let's check that out. There. It's usually silver, but it's also draped in gold this time, which I find very impressive. And then there's the strobe light right there between the APU exhaust hole and then the horizontal stabilizers. All right. All right, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. Let's check that out right now. It rolls pretty good. So far, so good. You still got to be careful. These gears are very delicate. As you can see, it tilts, as you can see there. And the front nose gear swivels as well, as you can see there, there, and there. Okay, so with that said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front. You see the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the power escape hatch door. Then you come up here, you see the anti-collision beacon light. You see the Airline billboard titles on both sides, including the Israeli flag, both painted in gold. See the high frequency antenna, and then that's a satellite communications antenna. And then that's a Wi-Fi box antenna right there. See the cheat line blue and gold there. A couple more high frequency antennas, and then there's the vertical stabilizer known as the tail. And then you see the horizontal stabilizers right here, as well as over there. There's no illuminator lights on there. Anyway, if they are, they used to be right in there somewhere. And the sole purpose of those illuminator lights is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings and the engines. No wing walkway, but you got the no-step warning information on there. And then there's the engines right there, as well as the flap, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. Registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the Rake wingtip device on this side here. Now let's check out over this way side. No wing walkway, but you got the no-step warning information on the wings, and then there's the engine there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the curved Rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, where you see it's white up here, the front first part of it. And then you see the radon nose cone, and then you see the crew escape hatch door, the nose gear door, the front nose gear, and then you see the nice little blue and gold cheat line you see here, the anti-collision beacon light. Then there's a hole where the stand goes in at, another high frequency antenna, and no APU housing door there, but that's all good. And then there's the horizontal stabilizer underneath. Let's check out the gears right here. Tilt a little somewhat, that's all right. See the engines right there, the Rolls-Royce logo displayed there, as well as the wings underneath. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you, registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the Rake wingtip underneath. Now let's check out over here. Gears over here, tilts, perfect. See the engines right there, Rolls-Royce logo there, as well as the wings underneath. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you, fuel dump valve, as well as the curve Rake wingtip on this side here as well. Alright, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on this nice little metal model stand that actually came with the model. And you see the bottom of it, you see the Airline Israel title, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information. And then you slide right here, you see the black pattern on top of the model stand. The sole purpose of that black pattern, everyone, is not only to protect your model, it's also prevent from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on this particular model stand. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put this model on the stand. Let us put it on the stand, check it out. Alright, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in a takeoff landing position, being viewed from the port side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft with the model stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front view angle. Alright, now you're looking at the model on the stand in a takeoff landing position, being displayed from the starboard side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at this model on the stand in a takeoff landing position, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Alright, before I take this model to stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the actual magnetic gears that actually came with the model. I showed you part of the packaging, so I'm going to take them off and let you see what I'm talking about. Magnetic there, the outer bogey gears here on the port side there, as well as the outer bogey gears here on the starboard side there. So with that said, I'm going to let you see this model at a different angle in flight mode / gears up position. Let's check it out. Alright, now you see this model being displayed in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. If you want to continue to display it like that in flight mode / gears up position without the gears, that's fine. Now you see these gear replacement doors and this plastic bag featuring two little toothpicks I showed you earlier, part of the packaging. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you can substitute your model while you display it without the gears. Or you can do like I do, keep in the gear down position with the gears on there. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to leave mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, alright? Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration. The Al Israel Airlines Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft now seats 271 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 8, which will be from here to here. You have 32 business first class seats. Rows 10 to 14, which will be from here to about right here. You have 35 premium economy class seats, and rows 21 to 50, which will be from about right here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 204 economy class seats, which brings a total of 271 seats. And finally, and in addition to London Heathrow as the official inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Al Israel Airlines currently employs this aircraft or have previously utilized this aircraft, the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, on routes from its main hub in Tel Aviv, Israel, to worldwide destinations such as Amsterdam Schiphol, Bangkok Suvarnabhumi, Barcelona Spain, Chicago O'Hare, Frankfurt Germany via Amsterdam, Hong Kong, Las Vegas Nevada, Los Angeles California, Miami Florida, Milan Malpensa, Newark New Jersey, New York JFK, Oslo Norway, Paris Charles de Gaulle, Katowice Poland, San Francisco California, Tokyo Narita, Toronto Ontario Canada, Budapest Romania, and Boston Logan. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can find it. I know the other two are available, but this one's almost impossible to get. If you can get it, snatch it up. I highly recommend it. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.